Hey everyone, in this video I will be making a longer daily run than my last video, but also more profitable. This daily run should take you anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. I would probably say upwards to 30 minutes when you first start, but you will progressively get faster as you do it. So some of the requirements in this video are a bit high, but I will be telling the requirement before I do each method so you know if you'll be able to do it or not. So there are some items that you're going to need and some items that I made optional in this video. Don't take everything out of your inventory. I will tell you when to take it out and when to bank. So you're going to need a pickaxe. Scepter is optional but highly recommended. Tokelzol ring is highly recommended, optional again. A familiar that you can store stuff in, highly recommended, is optional. Some lunar runes. What to wear, your Karamja gloves 3 or 4 if you have them. Some Agile if you have it, or boots of lightness, body or cape, something to make you light, and a ring of dueling. So before I start, I recommend taking out a notepad or something that you can write down the methods that you can do. So I hope you enjoy, guys. Let's get started. To start off with, ladies and gentlemen, you will need 81 mining and 89 crafting. The way I get here is using the ring of dueling and teleporting to mobilizing armies, and then running east. It's a pretty quick route. There may be some alternative routes, but I just use that one. If you have a familiar that can hold some of your red sandstone, I highly recommend it. If not, just take 2 trips. It doesn't take much longer. And then come over and make your flasks. I'm assuming that everyone already knows how to do this process. If you don't, just go check out a guide. It's really not that complicated. Next, you'll want to bank your glass. Empty out your familiar if you have one. Come back and trade charker and buy all raw bird meat packs. This next part will require the elite tasks to be done in the desert. The fastest way to get here is using the scepter and going to the pyramid plunder teleport, which is the very first option, and then going to the east gate in the city and just running south. Next, you'll want to come to Relica. There'll be 3 different people will be trading here. There are a lot of different ways to get here. I just use my house tab because my house is in Relica. Or you can modify one of your house tabs if your house is in a Relica. But first off, trade the fishmonger. Buy all feathers and all fishing bait. Next, trade Sigmund. Buy all vile water packs. And lastly, trade the fur trader and buy all bear furs. Next, you'll want to run north and travel with Jeditso. Probably did not pronounce that right. You will need to do one of the Fremennik quests. I cannot remember which one it is, but in order to get into this city, it is one of those quests. So next, you'll want to buy all the yak hides from Valuga. Valuga? Is that even her name? Van Liga? Next, you'll want to come to the Lumbridge basement and buy some of the food. Not all of it is profitable, but I will be showing what foods are profitable. You will need to complete the recipe for disaster quest in order to enter the chest and get the maximum amount of food in it. So you'll want to buy all of the chocolate bars, buy all of the cheese, tomatoes, cooking apples, grapes, pot of flour, pizza base if you want to, eggs, bucket of milk, pot of cream. This one doesn't make too much profit, but you can buy it if you want the little bit of profit. Bat of butter, spice, pie dish, and jug. If you would want to buy everything in the chest, that is fine too. It all makes a little bit of profit. Grab 4 water, 2 astral, and 2 law, and teleport to Khazard teleport. Probably pronounced that wrong too. And you'll be trading the shopkeeper to buy all pot of flowers and then banking them at this bank deposit box. This will only take a few minutes to do. Next, you want to grab some lunar runes and a Tokelzol ring if you have it to get to the fairy tellies quickly. If you don't, you can just find another way to the fairy telly. Come to the fishing store here, just north of the Lumbridge Castle. Buy all fishing bait and all feather. Next, teleport to Port Sarum using the lodestone. Buy all fishing bait, all feathers. Next, teleport to the fishing guild. Make sure not to hit the ice plateau or you'll be teleported into 70 Wildy. Trade Rochi, buy all fishing bait and all feathers. Next, teleport to Catherby. Buy all seaweed and buy all pineapple. Next, just run east to the fishing store and trade Harry to buy all fishing bait. Next, teleport to Sears Village using the lodestone. Talk to Jeffrey to get your daily flax. I get 200 because I've completed all the Sears Village tasks. You may get less if you haven't completed all of them. Next, teleport to Artie using the lodestone. Claim your essence from the wizard. This is located just northeast of the Artie Center. Next, teleport to Yanel via the lodestone. Get your sand from Bert. You will need to complete the Hand in the Sand quest. Next, teleport to Shiloh Village using your Karamja gloves 3 or 4. If you don't have these gloves, you can just teleport to Catherby and just take the ship to Brimhaven and just pay the fare off that little cart there. Next, trade Obley and buy all the Vial Water Packs. And if you want to make a little bit of profit, you can buy all the ropes. This general store is located southwest in Shiloh Village. Trade this guy with the crazy name and buy all feathers and all fishing bait. This is located southeast in Shiloh Village. Trade Lapalok and buy all of the arrowheads. Do not buy the broad bolts, you will lose profit. Next, teleport to Taverley, and you know it is the lodestone. If you guys don't have all the lodestones unlocked, I highly recommend just going and locking all of them. They're very useful, especially in this dailies run. Trade JaGeX, which is just south of the lodestone, buy all Eye of Newt packs. Trade this other crazy name and buy all of the arrowheads, which is just across the bridge from JaGeX. Next, trade Pultax, which is just north of that Slayer Master. Also, there is that construction statue here, just right across the path. So, you want to buy all Vial Water packs, all Eye of Newt packs, all unicorn horn dusts, all limpwort roots, and all white berries. So hopefully you didn't dismiss your familiar like I did. Put some of your white berries, limpworts, or unicorn horn dusts in your familiar. Next, you'll want to get to the fairy ring somehow. I just use the Tokelzol ring and go to the fight caves and run north. That's a pretty fast route. There are many different ways to get here. Just get to the fairy ring and use the code BIQ. Just run a little northwest and talk to the weird old man. Collect your potato cacti. You will need to complete the elite desert task in order to get the 40 potato cactus. Next, teleport to Moon Clan, or you can use the lodestone, but since I already have the runes, I'll just use the teleport. Free up your inventory and go inside this chicken house. Buy all of the battle staffs. Next, teleport to Varrock. Next, buy all your battle staffs from Naf. I can get 80 because I've completed all the Varrock diaries. I'm not sure how much the other amounts are, but if you've completed any of the Varrock diaries, I know that you can collect some battle staffs from Naf. So I've spent about 1.15 mil on this daily, and I do not have everything from the Lumber's chest in my inventory because I do not have room. But let's see how much it's worth. So I've made a little over 1.15 mil on this daily run. Things may not sell on the Grand Exchange, so to play it safe, let's just say a mil, maybe a little over a mil. So as I've said in other videos, daily runs are a great way to make money. If you're consistent with it, you can bring in 20, 30 mil a month by doing it every day, maybe missing a day out of the week. Alright everyone, that wraps it up for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope everyone can make a decent amount of money doing this method. Also, if you guys have any other new methods that I'm not aware of, please post in the comments. Either Lauren or myself will see you guys next video. As always, thank you for watching.